Hello lads and ladies, unknown name tag here. Today I'm going to be doing a first video, and I'm going to be looking at some mods in the new Blade and Sorcery update. I'm limited only to what's on the Quest version, but there's some cool stuff here. Technically there's going to be 4 mods in this video, but I'm only really showing 3 because I'm wearing one of them. But we've got some cool stuff. I'm gonna skip over to the arena. We're gonna get started. Quick little side note, I forgot to mention this here. I am also using the survivable dismemberment mod. There's gonna be a point where you can see that. So any confusion, it's not a glitch. It's a really cool mod that makes the fights a little more enjoyable. Now on to the actual video. Welcome to the arena. So first we're going to be looking at short mention the music one. Now I actually don't know half these songs, but I do know these 4: BFG Division, Rip and Tear, The Only Thing They Fear Is You, and Wherever I May Roam by Metallica. Good song, good song. I'm not going to be playing these because I'll probably get like copyright claimed, but it's a great pack. It was made by this person. A lot of effort, probably. I don't know what goes into these mods, but I assume a lot of effort, so give them a big hand, everybody. Next, going to be first looking at Beam Sabers, which was made by this one. A lot of effort for sure. First one to look at is the shield. Now, it's not much of a shield, I know, but I assure you it works. If someone will there he is. So not much you can do like this. You maybe like bat the sword away, but it's no good until you activate it. It also acts as a laser, so you can... Welcome to Blade and Sorcery. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting little weapon. Shield, but it's not bad. Apocalypse, this is, it doesn't look, a lot of these weapons don't look like much, but when you activate them, I mean, it could be handy. It's a little small to be called the Apocalypse, but I assume when used properly, it can do damage. Next in Beam Sabers is Ares. Now this one I kinda like. Because it's a tiny scythe. Parry, and then take off there. It's pretty cool. Whatever. Next one, Excalibur. This one's pretty cool. I do like this one. It can be good for cutting off limbs, stabbing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It also gives you the right to rule like future England. Next one is a big favorite of mine. I like using it 2 at a time. Fenrir. For those of you who don't know, Fenrir is one of Loki's many children. He actually eats Odin during Ragnarok. I probably butchered that, but it's whatever. Next one, the Ram, acts as a pretty good hammer, and then once they're down, now you have a big sword. That's pretty cool, and the lighting effects are very nice. Look at that. Actually, does it do more than the torches? Hang on. Torches. Here they are. No, but it's pretty good lighting. That's probably not that easy to do. Or maybe it is easy to do. I don't mod. Gungnir? I don't know. It's a pretty cool looking spear though. Definitely stab someone with that. A lot of these I'm not going to be using in combat because waiting for the NPCs to spawn and then stopping the wave each time, that's just a lot. But those that I do like to use in combat, I will use in combat. For example, Hades. This one makes you feel like the Marauder from Doom Eternal. Why does it make you feel like the Marauder from Doom Eternal? Because it looks like the Marauder's axe from Doom Eternal. Still waiting on a Doomslayer mod, but one at a time. Jormungandr. This one's tricky on Quest. I don't know about PC VR, but on Quest, I wouldn't recommend using it because you can see that it's stuttering, and when you strike someone, it gets a little worse. The physics are a bit problematic with that, as you can see there. I don't mess with Jormungandr as much as I would love to. Kil'jaeden, which is, you kind of turn to Sephiroth with this. Just got a big sword. That does not look good. You got a big katana. That one's pretty cool. If you had to use that in combat, what else would Loki be other than a dagger? Because I know he stabs Heimdall in the back. We've got Lucifer. This is a good one in combat because, look at it. It's a big ball on a stick. But what the enemy doesn't know now it inflicts fire damage. And deactivate it. He's still got a nice blunt weapon. It's pretty cool. I do like that weapon. It's pretty cool. I do like that weapon. Next up, Metatron. The halberd. I like halberds. They look cool. This one is among my favorites of the mod. I do enjoy it. Ragnarok. Double-sided blade. I don't use this one because I don't use a lot of double-sided blades in this game. Next one, Remnant. It's kind of like a great value lightsaber, but it kind of makes you like it, It's not bad. Next up, I like this one also in doubles, the Shinryu. One thing you can do with this, with the top triggers, you can spin them. And then once your opponents get close, they're also lightsaber baton. Lock, spin, and cut off something. It gets really fun. Anyways, next up, Thanatos, the giant scythe. This one's a little tricky to use in combat because of its size. But if you ever need to brush a giant's teeth, it's going to work very well. Then we have Tonbogoro. Assume I'm butchering that. It is just a spear saber with a curve. Yeah, probably not the best for throwing, but use it how you want. I'm not going to tell you how to fight with beam sabers. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but it is a katana. And katanas are cool. That is the beam sabers portion of the video. I'm going to clean this up and then we're going to move on to the next portion. Alright, now that I've cleaned up the place, made it look a little bit nicer, everybody give a big hand for our next mods, the lightsaber mods. Now this was made by, I think, 3 different people, 2 for these, and I think 1 other for this one, which is entire waves for dueling. Which is really cool, if you ask me. The hand is okay, the hand is sinking. There goes the joke. Now, first up, we're going to start with Lightsaber Legends. We first have Adi Gallia. I don't know who this is, but they have a nice lightsaber. Look at that. Look at that fine craftsmanship. And it's blue. The Jedi in their colors. Next up, we've got Ahsoka Tano's 2 lightsabers. One might recognize them from The Mandalorian, or I believe Star Wars Rebels. They were also white. I don't know if they were white in Rebels. I haven't seen. I've been meaning to watch Rebels. Don't lose your mind on me. But boy, are they cool. Look at this. They're bright. I'm sorry in advance for all you dark theme users who are going to be watching this. Yeah, they sound great, but I'm very sorry for your eyes. My eyes also hurt. We've got Ahsoka Tano's other lightsabers. That's pretty cool. We've got Anakin's lightsaber. The sound design too. Oh, it's such a great mod. I love this mod. Anakin's other lightsaber. Oops. Next up, we have the ancient lightsaber. I don't know what this is from, but it's cool. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at this. Oh, man. This is just... If I knew any of the lightsaber fighting styles, I'd do them. Next up, we've got Arcans. I don't know whose this was. This is really cool. Unfortunately, for all you Old Republic fans, Darth Malgus' lightsaber is not in here, otherwise I would be using it. We do have Cal Kestis', which was also Jedi Master... I think his Jedi Master was Jaro Tapal. You can see where it got shot during Order 66, because this was a double-sided lightsaber. This is the lightsaber you have for the majority of the game in Fallen Order. Great game, highly recommend it. This is the lightsaber you build later. It also becomes double-sided at some point. And you can also detach it and make 2 blades. That was really cool. Next up, we've got Ser Jundas. This was a Jedi in the Fallen Order game that helps you. She was a Jedi Seeker, so naturally she had a blue blade. Jedi. Next up, we've got one of the good ones, Count Dooku's blade. Oh man, look at that. They even got the tilt right. Your hand adjusts to... Oh man, that's really good. I can't wield it the way he could, so I'm not going to try and look like an absolute fool. We've got a favorite of mine, the Darksaber. It even has the sounds. It has the looks. Oh man, isn't that just... I'll rule Mandalore later. Darth Maul's single-bladed lightsaber. Oh yes. To all the Jedi out there, your lightsaber will never look as cool as a red blade. Unless it's yellow or white, because those actually look really good. Darth Revan's Jedi lightsaber. This one I'm very happy to see. They also have Darth Revan's Sith lightsaber, which I am also very happy to see. They also have Darth Sidious's lightsaber, which I am very happy to see. He has a pretty cool hilt. Look at that. Look at the detail in this thing. It's actually pretty cool. Next up, we've got a favorite of mine, Darth Talon's lightsaber. Look at this. She had such an awesome hilt for hers. Like that, you can't argue with that. Even if you don't like the dark side, you cannot argue with this handle and hilt. That's cool. Next up, we've got Darth Vader. Many younglings and Jedi were killed with this. Ezra's blaster saber, which, yes, it does shoot. Isn't that cool? Next up, we've got Ezra's other lightsaber. I assume he builds this later in the series. Like I said, I haven't seen Rebels. I've been meaning to. I will be watching it soon, though. Kanan Jarrus' lightsaber. He has a nice lightsaber. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Man. Maybe I should do more mod showcases. They've got some cool stuff here. Kia Diamondis. Another Jedi with a very shiny hilt, might I add. That's very shiny. Next up, Kit Fisto. That's very green, just like Kit Fisto. We've got Kyle Katarn. I don't know who Kyle Katarn is. If anyone knows, all three of you who are watching this video, I would appreciate if you would point me in the direction to find out who Kyle Katarn is. It just says the Padawan. He was a Padawan. That much we know. Next up, forgive me, all you Star Wars fans, but it's part of the mod, I have to show it. Alright, show's over. Leia Organa's lightsaber. She has a really cool lightsaber, and I'm glad that they included this. It would have been really cool if they included, what was it? Darth Caedius, I think, was Jason's Sith name. That would have been cool. Lord Corvax for all you Vader Immortal players. Here's the lightsaber. Now, you'll notice this doesn't happen, but in the... Where's it at? Where's it at? Wrong button. Where's it at? Where's it at? Lightsaber Legends. This one actually does have the zippity zappity in the center. As compared to this one actually, look, this one is actually... This one is, I think, a little bit... Yes, the Lightsaber Legends is bigger than... I mean, the core lightsabers is much bigger than the Lightsaber Legends Lord Corvax. So if you want the edge in combat, go with the one from the Lightsaber core set. Who knew that this game had a meta when it came to the mods? Now, this is one that I do enjoy. Lord Starkiller's lightsaber. Look at that. Now that's a lightsaber. This is a Sith lightsaber. This, ooh, man. That's awesome. I hope they bring Starkiller back soon. That would be really cool. This is Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, from, as many of you know, before he lost it on Cloud City, I believe. Or, no, wait, this is the one he built after. Yeah, no, this is the one he built after. What's wrong with me? No, this was his first one. This is when he lost on Cloud City. I'm no longer qualified for this mod. I cannot believe it. I mixed up the lightsabers. Mace Windu's lightsaber. I have yet to translate the Arbesh on this, but it is very hard to read. I'm gonna translate it while going through the editing of this video, what little there will be, and I will, like, put on screen right here what it says. This has got to be from something I haven't seen, because I knew Mace Windu had a purple lightsaber. Maybe I need to catch up on some Star Wars stuff. Now, this is Mace Windu's lightsaber that we're all familiar with. It does not say... I don't think this has the reference on it. I'm going to keep it family friendly, so I'm not saying what that is. But if you know the reference, then you know that I don't have to say it. Next up, Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. You can almost hear him say hello there. It's a very nice lightsaber. Next, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. You can almost hear him say hello there. Very detailed. Very nice. Next up, Orgus Din. I don't know who Orgus Din is, but they had a very nice lightsaber. I mean, look at this detail. This is just nice. And the people who made this mod, they did a great job detailing it as well. Next, we have Jedi Master Plo Koon's lightsaber. Plo Koon was one of my favorites in the Jedi Order. A shame that he's dead, but... Next up, we have Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. Very nice indeed. Next up, we have Saul Goodman, because what's a mod without the memes? What is a mod without the memes? Next up, Starkiller's lightsaber. I've never seen this lightsaber before, outside of this mod, but I do like the exposed crystal. It's very interesting. We also have Starkiller's other lightsaber with a blue exposed kyber crystal, which is really cool. I do like that. Next is Stellan Gios's crossbow. Now this is how you do a cross hilt. It despawned, but this, like this compared to, where is it? Alright, let's compare for a minute. This is bad. This is awesome. I think it's just so clear to know which is a better cross hilt. Next up, we've got Terran Malicos from Fallen Order as well. He was a great character. He was pretty cool. He also has a very nice lightsaber, you'll notice. That's pretty cool. And finally, Yoda's lightsaber. Very small, for a very small Jedi Master. Once again, I'm going to clean up this arena, and then I'm going to show you some of the waves. Alright, I've cleaned up, and I made a mistake. We're not moving on to the waves just yet. I know, hold your outrage. I'm very sorry. But first, we have some cool stuff. Blaster Legends, which also comes with Lightsaber Legends. This is the DC-17. I believe this is Captain Rex's blaster, which is a very nice gun. This is pretty cool. This is a very nice gun. I like this. One of my personal favorite blasters, the DL-18. You'll notice that this is the blaster that Luke Skywalker pulls on Jabba the Hutt in Episode 6. Very nice sound when you fire it. I do like that very much. DL-44, many will notice as Han Solo's blaster. It also has a complete functioning scope, which is not something I expected whenever I pulled up that weapon. There's also the E11, also known as the Stormtrooper's blaster. This one also has a functioning scope. It is difficult to use because of how this game is. At least for me it is. But it's a very nice gun. I like this gun. Many shots were missed with this gun. There's also the In-14. I'm not very familiar with this gun, but it's cool. It's familiar to me, but oh well. Next up, we have the custom lightsabers. There are 4 released so far. I don't know if they're making more in the futures. This is Tiger Fang Gaming, I believe that stands for. I'm gonna double check. But first we have the Blood Saber. Look at that detail. Very obvious as to what it was going to be by name alone. Listen to that sound effect. That's pretty cool. Next up, the Guardian's Saber. Very nice, very shiny, very yellow. Listen to that. Very unique sound effects. I do like it. Let's hear it again. Very nice, very nice. Fine additions to everyone's collection. Next up, the Rogue Saber. Ooh, that sounds so nice. Let's hear it again. That's very nice. Good job to the people who made this mod. It's very good. Next up, the Survivor's Lightsaber. I'm very sorry, I forgot that this was that. But let's hear that again. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Next up, the Vengeance Saber. You'll notice there's like some blast marks, or heat marks, I should say, from use. That's very cool. I do like that detail. Next up, the Wisdom Saber. Let's hear that again. Oh, very nice, very nice. It's also got the Cold Blue, which, if I'm not mistaken, is another rare kyber crystal. Just like the purple one. Purple is a rare-ish kyber crystal. Next up is a favorite of mine, the Ancient Lightsaber. Look at this detail. This is very nice. And It has also got that cold blue color that lightsaber has. Very cool. Very cool. Next up, the honor saber. I'm so terribly sorry. I forget which of these blades are flashbangs. Next up, the hunter's saber. Now, you'll notice it is double-sided, unfortunately. Only one side works, but gosh dang, will you listen to that. You hear that in the dark alley. You're not making it out. Next up, we have the Legends Crossstaff, right? Is that what it's called? The Legends Crossstaff. The Legend. I'm very sorry, book. I won't do it again. This one's pretty cool. It's a little finicky with the handle. You can't grab it just anywhere. You have to grab it at the center and then move. A little tricky to use in combat for me because I'm better with one-handed weapons. But it's whatever. Next up, the salvage saber. I like this one. It looks like it has been salvaged. It looks like it has things added to it. And it sounds nice. Listen to that. Once more. Very nice, very nice. The 10 out of 10 on sound design. I don't think they're ever going to see this video. But I want it noted. It's a very good sound design. Next up, the Savior. I think this is also a white blade. This one's yellow. Ooh, I forgot how it sounded. Listen to that. One more time. Very nice. I like it. Next up, the Flash Saber. This one is a flash. Whoops. Let's try that again. Sorry for all you dark theme users once more. I'm going to toss that aside so you don't have to suffer. Next up, the Leader's Saber. You can see exposed kyber crystal. I wonder what color it is. That sounds so nice. We heard another lightsaber with that sound, so I'm not going to play it again. Next up, the Prophet's Saber. This one is very shiny. Very yellow. Next up, we have the Seeker's Saber. This is a personal favorite of mine. Look at that, look at that. Oh man, it's so good. And the sound. Now that is a lightsaber. Worthy of the Sith. Next up, the Warrior's Saber. Another cold blue color. Unless I'm colorblind. Ooh, very nice sounds. Let's hear that again. Very nice. 10 out of 10. The Watcher's Saber. They did such fantastic sound design on this, didn't they? Yes, they did. Next up, the Angel's Saber. This one I find is brighter than most of the white blades. Next up, the Aristocrats. Very nice sounds. The Beast's Saber Pike. I think this one was also... It also kind of looks like it's double-sided. But it only works one-sided, and I'm okay with that. Next up, the Fighter's Lightsaber. $10 says you cannot guess what color this is. It was a lie. It was not blue. It's a very nice lightsaber, I will say that. Next up, another personal favorite of mine. This is part of the new one along with these. The Judgment Saber. That's a nice lightsaber, would you agree? That's pretty good. And finally, another favorite of mine, the Legacy Saber. And that is all of the custom all the custom lightsabers. Next up, I'm going to show you a little bit of the waves. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because this, well, compared to the rest of my videos, this video is going to be long enough as it is. Let me just... None of that. And you know what? We're going to show off the music mod. It's best to keep them on the racks so that they don't despawn. This is to anyone who's watching, I don't know why you would still be watching, but thank you very much. It means a lot. This is probably the first episode, if all three of you who watch are interested, of some others. But for now, that is all. Farewell.